My father insisted that he get a passport then from my mother, and 2 days later we left for Paris, France. My father was picked up by the French as a foreign alien, as were any refugees who came into France at that time, and put in a detention camp. It was not a concentration camp, as I was told, but you know, he slept on the floor, on straw, and they were separated. And my parents thought it would be safer to leave Paris, which was such a metropolis, and go to a small town, and we moved to Angers, France, near a railroad station. And not much later, the Germans began bombing Angers. And in one of those bombing attacks, my mother and I were walking on the street with a friend of my mother's and her little boy, and the woman died on the street. My mother was wounded and hospitalized. She lost a leg in that bombing. And I was hit in the head, and years later learned that I have some shrapnel in my brain. That's the bad luck. The good luck, as you can see, is that it didn't cause noticeable injury to me, up to now anyway. But we were separated. I was, let us say, 2, and I was hidden in a Catholic orphanage for 4 months. And at one point, the French opened the detention camps. And my father, who was a very smart man, immediately contacted the International Red Cross to locate us, because he was in Toulouse by that time in France, and my mother was in a hospital in Angers, and I was in a Catholic orphanage. So the International Red Cross reunited us. It was really a miracle.
Yeah.
And we headed down to Marseille to try to get a boat out of Europe. Meanwhile, one of my mother's brother and her sister were in the States, and they were able to send us or get us visas to come to the States.